Okay, hi. This is my hair completely done. Before we get into this wash and go, I would like to take you to the start of my natural hair care journey. I mean, the second start, shall I say. Alright, so today, it's my birthday. Hey! New day, new vlog, new update. Right, so the people have just called me for my hair appointment and they've moved it earlier. Excuse me. So my mum is now dropping me off, courtesy of her. Thank you very much, mum. Love you, we appreciate you. So I was sitting in the salon chair, hyping myself up like I'm about to do something so legendary. Then the scissors went snip, instantly loved. Then Hatred came knocking like, hey, hi, how are you? I started hiding my hair, my scalp looking like snow, and if I'm being completely honest, my hair is short as my patience. So I decided to fix it. Fast forward 2 years, my hair is thriving, the length is decent, and my scalp isn't plotting against me anymore. So let's get into this wash and go. Off camera, I pre-pooed with my homemade flaxseed gel. Yes, I felt like a scientist. And then I hit my scalp with my fave, the As I Am olive and tea tree oil dandruff shampoo, followed by the As I Am Jamaican black castor oil conditioner. And for the grand finale, I deep conditioned with oldie but a goodie, the ORS Hair Mayonnaise. I then split my hair into 4 sections, 2 at the top, 2 at the back. And with the 2 at the back, I split that into 2 further sections, so I had 4 altogether. And with each section, I used water and deep conditioner, and we're going back and forth between the 2. And what I do is I start from the ends of my hair right up until the scalp, and I did that for all the sections right until the top of my head. For the top of my head, I split it into 6. So I had 3 on one side, 3 on the other, and yeah, it worked out really well. But when I tell you that this deep conditioner is a game changer, it really is. I used to swear by it back in the day, and then I stopped. I don't know why, but shout out Olive Branch for reminding me what I was missing out on, because it really has been a game changer. I've been using it for like the past 2-3 years, and my hair has never thanked me so much in my life. So if you don't have a deep conditioner, get this one. Your hair won't side eye you, it won't shout at you, it won't be angry at you, it would actually love you and do what it needs to do. Deep conditioner, no towel, and everything was rinsed out of your hair. I don't know who this girl is in front of me. She's a legend, she's a star. And now I'm looking like Sideshow Bob. Yeah, horrid. But I have to hype myself up because the whole process took at least like 6 hours from like pre-pooing right up until this point. But the wash and go itself took about like 2 hours. So I think arm day was defo completed today. Yeah, the reason why I use a towel, not a towel, the reason why I use a t-shirt is because it doesn't soak up all the water in your hair. It just kind of lets the water sit there. And obviously our hair needs water, moisture to thrive. So yeah, that's why I leave that. And then I detangled my hair and I add the As I Am leave-in conditioner, the Blue Magic grease, but the yellow one, and the Hawaiian Silky. This made my hair turn white. And when my hair dried, it was snowing. Like, it was disgusting. So I just had to wrap my head. But we'll get into that later. Let's stick a pin. I'll be back and just enjoy the music and watch as I do my wash and go. Okay, so I did a wash and go the week before and it actually came out really, 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 really nice. However, I did just use gel. So I was like, oh, let me see if I can like during the week on Thursday, I think it was, I like put the curling cream in it and it didn't flake my hair. So I don't know why this time. Maybe it's because I added too much product of both of them, why it actually like flaked and ended up looking like Snow White, or snow at least, and then made me feel like I was anyways. Um but the first product that I used was the curling cream. You can kind of use this by itself. It won't bring a cast on your hair. However, you would need a cast. It's better to have a cast because then your hair lasts longer. Um, and then I used the extreme gel. You know, all the American girlies use it. And then I saw it in the hair shop and I was like, I'm getting that gel. For this wash and go in particular. So I used these two, but please use one product each. Like don't use both of them on your hair. Like pick one or the other. So yeah, you'll get like a detailed tutorial of how I'm doing it, but just watch the technique. If you're a visual learner, please just watch it. But I'll talk it through soon. Alright, so here is the tutorial. So essentially I do start off with the curling cream and I work my way from the ends to the scalp of my hair, and then I split it into sections. Your sections need to be like maybe 1 centimeter, just less than 1 centimeter, maybe even. The thinner the better. If you have thick hair, just do 1 centimeter. If you have thin hair, maybe do like half of a centimeter. And just put the product in your hair. Work your way from end to scalp, and then shingle, and then separate. You can coil, but I don't like the way my hair coils, so I just kind of like smooth the product across my hair, and it brought out the curl as well. I did watch a TikTok video on it and it said that that's probably like one of the best ways to get your curls popping. But if you feel as though your curls won't pop, coil them, they'll pop just as good. But that essentially is the tutorial. You add the curling cream, then you add the gel. But please don't add both, like choose one or the other. Or if you are gonna add both, like do like minimal product. Make sure your hair is just wet, soaking wet, so that you don't need to add so much of the curling cream or the gel, because I don't want your hair flaking at all. But wash and goes are trials. And this was my second one and it came out really good. So I feel like the technique that I use was decent enough to show you guys. So I was like, oh yeah, fair enough. Okay. Hi. This is my hair completely done. It will shrink more. So like it will shrink probably to here, so I can actually see. It's a bit white. I think it's just because of the product that I added beforehand. But as I've been saying in the voiceovers, less is more. Not when it comes to adding the actual products for the wash and go, but I mean the beforehand. Maybe you can just add like your leave-in and maybe you can just grease or oil or whatever you want. But it doesn't thing. But yeah, I'm gonna let it dry. I'm gonna pack away. And I'll see you when it's dry. Okay, it is the next morning. And the way you just go to bed is you put your hair, you buy some silk scrunchies, and you split your hair essentially into the sections that you want it in. I wanted a fringe in front, so I split it into 6 sections, so one in the front, 2 on the sides, and 1 in the back. And you just stretch it as long as your hair can go. And then you just take it out in the morning. My hair wasn't dry, so I had to blow dry it. I don't have a diffuser, so what I do is I just put the blow dryer in a circle and then just make sure that the middle of my head is dry. And then if I don't like the fact that it's shrunk, I pull it down from the ends of the hair, and I then blow dry it down in a straight back and forth motion. You'll see that in a minute. Also, please use a pick. If you don't like the volume of your hair, pick it out, but pick it from the root. Don't pick it and then drag the pick all the way through. Like, stop maybe like 2-3 centimeters after you've picked it out. And also do like a shaking back and forth motion. Shake your head to the side to get like the curls the way that you need it to go, essentially. All right, just a bit of encouragement. I think doing my natural hair gives me so much joy. Although there's so many myths and questions surrounding the natural hair community, especially in the UK, in my opinion, I feel like no one actually rocks it, either because they look like they're too young when they're rocking their natural hair, or like they don't like the length of their hair, or they just don't know how to manage it simply. But if you look at your hair as your glory, then you'll end up loving it. You'll end up taking care of it, and you'll never ever want to damage it. And that's exactly what my mum has taught me. She's taught me to take care of my hair because it should be our pride and joy, and not pain and suffering. Also, just quickly, just remember that God has made you in his image, and with that image, he's made you to love your hair and cherish your hair and take care of it. So yeah, it was given to you for a reason, so just make sure you take care of it. It's not a struggle, it's a joy. And if you change your perception of how you look at your natural hair, I'm sure you'll end up starting to love doing your natural hair and rocking it just like me. I hope this encouraged you, and I shall see you in the next one.